The Soundcore Life A1 have just arrived, and they are bringing some solid features for the low price. Excellent sound quality, big bass, long battery, and extremely comfortable. If you're interested in checking these out, hit the links in the description box right down below. And if you have any questions or concerns about the way that I receive or review any of these products on my channel, check out the full disclosure that I'm gonna leave for you down there as well. So let's get straight into it. So first, let's talk about that connection. So these are running Bluetooth 5.0 along with SBC and AAC as their connection codecs. As far as latency when watching videos, YouTube, Netflix, things of that nature, there's going to be little to no latency to be experienced, both on Android and iOS devices. Now, when it comes to gaming, if you're just playing casual games, Asphalt 9, Clash of Clans, things of that nature, not going to be a problem. But where you will experience a little bit of latency is if you're going to be playing any high-performance first-person shooters, Call of Duty, PUBG, things like that. You might want to look elsewhere if latency is a problem for you. Then as far as Bluetooth range, that's basically where you can leave your phone and walk away while wearing the earbuds. These earbuds are going to be bringing you 11 meters or 36 feet worth of range. And then last but not least, these also feature dual connect or independent usage mode. And that's where you can use one individually while the other one is charging. And then when you want to switch, you can swap them out. Seamless connection. The music just keeps playing and you're good to go. Next, let's move over to the battery life. So as far as battery is concerned, this is actually pretty impressive. So these are bringing you 35 hours in the case, which is just around 3 to 4 recharges on the earbuds themselves. Now, they were claiming 9 hours worth of battery life on a single charge. In my own personal testing, I managed to pull 8 hours and 24 minutes at 75% volume. So overall, that battery life is legit. And on top of that, these do have that fast charge function. So 10 minutes on a charger is going to give you an additional 1.5 hours worth of playback time. As far as recharging the case itself, you have two options. You've got USB-C and you've got wireless charging on these earbuds. That's something I didn't expect, but here we are. Overall, the case and the earbuds themselves feature the Anker standard for build quality. So nothing feels cheap, nothing feels like crappy materials or workmanship. Everything is top notch. So now let's move over to the comfort and the controls. So overall, as far as comfort is concerned, this is highly subjective. Obviously, everybody's ears are different, so user experience may vary. But for me and my big ears, these are actually quite comfortable. Now, they have a tip and wing design. So they do include a bunch of different ear tips and they have 3 different sizes of wings. So just based on your ear, you got to choose the right one. So if you do get these, just like any other earbud, take 5 minutes, try the different ear tip sizes to make sure you get a good seal, and try the different wing sizes to make sure you get that proper grip so these don't go anywhere. When you get the proper sizing going, these things fit perfectly. And the really nice thing about that is it actually improves performance and sound quality, because when you have them sealing your ear correctly, you get really good passive noise isolation from these earbuds. Overall, the comfort for me has been excellent. There hasn't been any issues with ear fatigue or anything like that. So far, very, very good. On top of that, these are also featuring a full IPX7 water resistance rating. So these can definitely take a splash. You can walk around in the rain, not going to be any problems with water messing these up. So if you want to use them for workouts, they're going to have you covered for that as well. And then as far as their control scheme, so these do have full controls, but they are buttons. Thankfully, the buttons aren't too difficult to press, but I do highly recommend you use the pinch and hold technique. Otherwise, you're going to be jamming them straight into your ears. So for some people, that can be a drawback, but overall, it does work very well. And like I said, you do get full controls. Play, pause, volume up and down, skip track forward and back, along with the 3 EQ modes when you do a triple tap. So pretty good and complete controls here. So now let's move over to the performance of these earbuds. So as far as volume is concerned, I'm going to be giving these an 8.5 out of 10. So these get more than loud enough for me. Comfortable listening coming in right around 70 to 75%, sometimes 80%, depending on the track. But for me, as per usual, the better the seal that I get, the lower the volume that I listen at. Just trying to protect my hearing here. And then as far as sound quality is concerned, now these do have 3 EQ modes, and that's built straight into the earbuds. Sadly, they don't get any access to the Soundcore app, but at least they did give you 3 options for EQ. Now, these options are as follows. Firstly, you get the Soundcore signature sound, bouncy, bass boosted, very nice. Then you get the bass boost mode. And this is just like, the best way I can describe this to you is just dummy bass. Like, it's so much bass. These things straight rumble. If you're a bass head, dude, they have got you covered. It is ridiculous. And then the last one, they call it their podcast voice mode. And this is where it gives you a mid-range boost to bring out more vocal clarity. Now, that third mode is probably my favorite because to me, it's the most versatile. Sometimes there's a lot of music where you don't want to have overly boosted bass. You want to be able to hear the instrumentation. Or if you listen to a lot of audiobooks the way that I do, then this is a really good mode to listen to. Now, just to do a really quick segue, if you listen to audiobooks the way that I do, I'm going to leave a link to Audible right down in the description box down below. And that's where you can get a free trial. If you haven't tried it out, it's something I highly recommend. I rarely have time to really sit down and open and read a physical book, but I'll tell you right now, I listen to a ton of audiobooks, especially zombie fiction, things of that nature. That's really what I'm into. Now, mind you, this is not a sponsored video. Audible's not sponsoring me. What I'm leaving down there is just an affiliate link. So if you're interested in checking that out for yourself, I will get a kickback off that if you do decide you want to support the channel. So just wanted to make that clear, 100% transparency. Those are the 3 different EQ modes. They work very, very well. But like I said, the podcast voice is my favorite. But if you're a bass head, that bass boost mode, man, let me tell you. But overall, the sound quality, even in just the signature mode, these things thump. Like, they straight up thump. And good mids, neutral, they're not recessed. And then you've got some nice clarity in the treble. So overall, this is exactly what I would have expected from Soundcore. I always go into them with good expectations and they don't let me down. I'm not sure who Soundcore has tuning their stuff, but these, I mean, considering the price tag, these are easily going to rank in the top 5 under $60 for true wireless earbuds, based on just sound quality alone. But when you factor in the comfort, when you factor in the built-in EQ modes, when you factor in the long battery life, then these are really, really going to be tough to beat. But now, before we go, let me go ahead and hit you with some call quality samples so you can see how that microphone quality is going to work for you both indoors and outside. So let's jump over to that. All right, and here we have the call quality test for the Soundcore Life A1 indoors. Kind of quiet, not too quiet in here. But indoors, this is what these are going to sound like. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so here we have the call quality test for the Soundcore Life A1. So testing, 1, 2, 3. Outdoors, as you can tell, and it's actually a pretty breezy and windy day, so this should make for a good test. So testing, 1, 2, 3. Now, with all of that out of the way, if you're interested in checking out more videos on earbuds or headphones, check out the videos I'm going to leave right up here on the screen. With all that said, I'm out. Peace.